Namaste everyone, you're watching Smarty Tech Fizz and I'm Anjali with a new video related to the Spring Boot MongoDB. So today we will talk about the find operation using the Spring Boot MongoDB. That is, as we are going with the series for Spring Boot MongoDB using the Mongo template, we have already done the configuration part. Configuration, I mean the connection part, that we how to connect to the MongoDB using your Spring Boot application and how to configure, that is the Mongo template. So today we will start with the operations regarding the Mongo template or MongoDB, that how we can perform the find operation using this Mongo template or using our configuration that we have done in our Spring Boot application. So let's get started. So as I said, what I am going to do is I will be performing the find operation in our Spring Boot application, and we have already done the connection part of the Mongo template or the MongoDB. We are in this project, I am connecting to my local host with the username, password, database and authentication database and the database which I am using here. Okay, so I'm not going to deep in that how we are going to connect into how to connect to the MongoDB. I will provide the link to the connection part that we have performed in the earlier video. So we will be moving forward in this, that is performing the find operation. See, the find operations can be performed by using three ways. I will be doing all the three ways and it will be helpful for you, and depends on you that what type of operation, what type of finding query you can use. You can use either way, okay, that depends on you. Fine. And I'm just going through all the three ways and just decide what you want. If you are lazy, I will be giving you the perfect example for that, so that you will not, if you don't have to perform much configuration regarding this, but you want the proper configuration, you can do it so also. So let's see. So what I want, this is my main class from where I have to run my MongoDB application. I'm all the things in my run method. You may be having the Spring Boot whole application on as a using the REST controllers. That's okay. You have to just use the repositories or the method in the DAO part, and you can do it. So okay, you just have to mention, you have to focus on these things, that how I'm performing the query. Fine. So firstly we will see the find by X method. That is, you have to use the find by item and it will take you out the result. Find by anything, it will take out the result. You don't have to perform the query, you don't have to write the queries in it. It will do it by itself, and you don't have to do much while fetching the data. So how you will do this? For this, firstly enable the Mongo repository, and this will be the base. This will containing the package where you have to mention the repository. What is the repository? Repository, that you can say that a class which will interact with the database. Okay, here my repository, this will be the interface. I'm sorry, this will be the interface that will be the replica of your database collections. Fine. So what I have is, I have a database as Smarty Techie. I have a collection, these type of collection. I'm going to perform the operation on the products collection. So this products replica, I have mentioned it here as a bean. So this bean will be replica of my product collection firstly. So what you have to do firstly, you have to make the replica of your collection here. Don't worry if you are so if you are so lazy to create these configuration, then just wait for the next few minutes. I will be showing you that how we can do it directly, but this is a very good method to implement in your application, as it is like professionalism. Now you have to perform the professionalism. It will make your projects clear, so that will helpful for you. So this is the replica of my products collection. However, my products collection has other fields too, but I have mentioned only the three fields so that it will be helpful for you to understand it clearly. This is the ID, this is the ID field. You can see this is the underscore ID field. You have to just write the @ID, and it will automatically detect is the as a replica of underscore ID field. right? And this is the field. You can name it anything, you can name this field anything, but after that, but you have to mention the @ field, that this name is representing to which column, which field in your collection. This name is representing the item field in my collection. That is why I have mentioned the @ field for the item. In the same way, I have mentioned this for the quantity, and here the getters and setters and toString method. Fine, I think that is okay for you. I have, and yes, one more thing you have to mention. You have to mention this class is representing the products collection. So I have mentioned @document, and this document is representing the collection of products. Now this class will be the replica of our this collection of products. Fine. Next, what you have to do is, as I have to perform the operation of the product, so okay, this is the product, but that should be contained by some repository. And how the repository will be mentioned, this will be the containing by repository. This will be the interface where I can define all the methods, but all the queries which I want to perform. So just create a interface, and after creating the interface, you have to extend the Mongo repository. It will enable the repository method to all the repository methods to this interface, and this Mongo repository will be containing the results of the products collection with string output. You may have object outputs, then you can mention the object output here. I am just representing the string output, right? And just forget for these things, just focus on right now for the configuration part. So now we have configured the repository, as I have mentioned the @ repository for the product repository, and here I have mentioned the replica for the product collection. Now let's start. Okay, but firstly, this is what we have done to test that what if we have configured the Mongo template correctly or not. This was done in earlier video, but we have to start from here. So what I want is, I want to get the data which having the item as the book. Okay, so what you have to do, either you have to write the query as item colon find item colon book, then it will give you the output with all the results set which is having the item as book. But here, as I have configured the Mongo repository, you can do it like this. Only you have to mention find by item. It will automatically take the we are going to find the item field which is containing this value. You just have to mention only this, right? And this will give you the result of list of products. So this is what you have to do. Only you have to do this, right? But yes, sometimes there are maybe some queries which are not supported by, like find by something else. So in that case, there is other way. We will go it by step, but what you have to do is, you have to find the item. Now another query can I have is, like I want to find the quantity which is having the greater than value of this, so I just written it as find by quantity. This quantity is a field name, and I have to use the greater than. You can have the less than, you can have anything else, like I have mentioned it here as find by quantity which is which containing the values between these values. Okay, you may have like this. Now there are certain queries which may be not supported by these type of functions, or maybe you don't have the knowledge, like maybe I don't know whether I can write like this or not, right? So in that case, what I can do is, I can write the query here as well, like find by quantity which is having the value less than or greater than this inputs. So what I have done is, I have mentioned this method as the query. Like this is the same query which you can write on the Mongo shell, or the Mongo console, or the Mongo tool you may be using. What you are going to use is find quantity it should be greater than some value which we will be passing, and it should be less than the value which will be passing in these parameters. So this can be the other way. So these are the things which you can do using the find query. So these are the two methods that I have shown here. Like using the methods here, like the interface method here, or by you mention the @query on the methods. Okay, so these are the two ways. And now, so what I have done is I have mentioned I am using the methods here, like find by item here, find by quantity greater than, like here, like I want the quantity, I want the result which is having the quantity greater than 20, I want the result which is having the quantity between 15 and 30, or I want the result which quantity is less than greater than 15 and 30. This and this method is giving you the same result set. What I have done is I am just showing you the different ways of doing this. Okay, so you can do like this, or you can do like this, that I have mentioned in this class. You can do like this or by this, that it depends on you, that if you know that how to write this. If you don't know how to write this, then mention the query here. Okay, so this is the two ways that I have mentioned for the querying. Now the third way is, like, you don't want to create the repository, you don't want to create any bean classes. What you can do is you can directly query using the Mongo template, right? So what I am doing here is using the query function, querying class, I am adding the criteria where quantity should be less than 50 and the quantity should be greater than the 20. Oh, sorry, less than 20 and greater than 15. Okay, this will be my criteria. You can see that there are many, like where this, and you can see we have all, we have exist, in, intersects, lte, less than, equals to, them, not equals to. There are many methods containing the where this criteria you can use by your use case, and that depends on you. And then I am using directly this method with the find query of the Mongo template and providing here the query, and I have provided the entity class that can be used, that can be replicate to this class. You can see what are the methods we have in the Mongo template is aggregate, stream, count, collection, existed. There are many methods that has been given in the Mongo template. You can use any of them, but we are using the find query. That is why I have mentioned like this. So there are these three things you can do while getting the data from the MongoDB using your Spring Boot application. The main thing you have to see, if you want to using the query Mongo template, you have to mention the query like this. If you want to use the Mongo repository, you can either do like this or this method. Only thing you have to do is you have to enable the Mongo repository, and this is the package where my repository class is present. Fine, and this is the class which is replicating my collection in a database. So now let's save all the things and run it. So you can see that it is giving us the result, but here it is blank because we are searching for less than 20 and greater than 15, but we don't have any result set regarding this. But you can mention the 30 here, and this could give us the result now. So you can see that it is now giving us the result with all the 4 query which we are performing here. So this is how you can perform the find operation by using 3 methods. You can use any of them, either the query type or by find by x anything, or using the @query in the repository part. So that depends on you. Hope it helpful for you, because I tried to explain everything what I have written here. If you have any doubt, you can comment it below, or you can mail me at the smartytechfizz@gmail.com, and I will surely going to reply you for any queries you are having. So till then, take care. Bye bye.